Good day, everyone. I am Apple Eve Tiponlaon, and I will be discussing the characteristics of constructive feedback. So, the first characteristic of constructive feedback is it is descriptive rather than evaluative. So, of course, if we will be giving a feedback to our students, it should be descriptive. Meaning, kinakailangan natin na mag-provide ng mga statements about kung saang area sila mahina or need ng improvement during the learning process. Kumbaga, ginaguide natin ang mga mag-aaral para mas mag-excel pa sila. Unlike sa evaluative ay napaka-brief ng feedback nito or napaka-general ng feedback nito sa mga students. And second characteristic is, it is specific rather than general. When we give feedbacks, of course, we should specify the area where the students is lacking. In that way ay malalaman ng mga mag-aaral kung ano ang kailangan nilang i-improve. Third is, it is focused on behavior rather than on person. So when we give feedbacks, we should focus more sa behavior ng students during the learning process than their personality inside the classroom. Kasi as a future educator, yung behavior ng bata ang ina-assess natin, kung ano yung ginagawa nila inside sa classroom. Kasi minsan, hindi tumutugma ang personality ng isang tao sa behavior nito. So we should not judge our students based on their personality inside the classroom, but rather to the behavior na pinapakita nito. Fourth is, it is well-timed. As a future educator, we should always give feedbacks to our students in an appropriate time, meaning we should give feedbacks right after the activity or task is done, para naman malaman ng students kung saan sila nag-excel or naging mahina, and also para magamit ng mga mag-aaral ang feedback or comments ng teacher if ever na may gawin ulit na activity. Fifth is, it involves sharing information rather than giving advice. So when we give feedbacks, it should be more like sharing information to your students rather than giving advice. Kasi if ever advice yung binigay mo ay parang dinidiktahan natin ang ating mga estudyante kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin. Unlike sa way ng pagbibigay ng information ay binibigyan natin sila ng freedom na pumili kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin base sa kung ano yung needs nila or wants nila gamit ang binigay nating information. In that way ay magiging independent ang ating mga students. And lastly, it is about how much information the receiver can use rather than how much we would like to give. So when we give feedbacks, we should always put in mind na mas importante kung ilan ang mga gamit na feedbacks mula sa guro kaysa kung ilang feedbacks ang naibigay. Dapat kung ano lang yung kailangan ng students, dapat yun lang ang ibigay as long as related sa activity. Huwag dapat sumobra kung hindi naman kailangan.